So that night in the grave, what have we prepared? What have we prepared? What is going to benefit us, my brothers and sisters in Islam, in that grave? Nothing. Except al-amalu salih. After having right belief, the righteous deeds. Do we have enough righteous deeds? Can someone say, I am sufficient? I've done so many rak'at and read so much Quran. Fine. Does anyone have a guarantee that these deeds were accepted? Were we sincere enough when we performed them? Did we wrong other people, which in effect took away from our good deeds? Many people do have good deeds. They do have good deeds, but so much dhulm to other human beings, sometimes to one's parents, that it will take away all of these good deeds. You all know the hadith of the bankrupt. The hadith of Abu Hurairah and Bukhari and Muslim, when the Prophet ﷺ said to Sahaba, do you know who the bankrupt one of my ummah? They said the bankrupt one who doesn't have money, doesn't have clothes, doesn't have food. He said, no, this is not the bankrupt one. The bankrupt is the one who will come on Yawm al-Qiyamah with good deeds. Salah, Siyam, Zakah, Hajj, Umrah. But he would come after having killed that person, for example, or wronged that person, or verbally abused that person. So much dhulm to the people around him. And so on Yawm al-Qiyamah, all of his good deeds will be paid to those whom he wronged. If he runs out of good deeds, not enough good deeds to pay back the dhulm that he was engaged in this dunya, the matter gets worse. Their evil deeds will be removed from them and placed on him. And then he will be thrown into the hellfire. This is an issue which we often neglect. And this is where we need to wake up and realize, time out. Yes, you may be doing a lot of good deeds, alhamdulillah, but what about others? What about parents? What is the concept of being dutiful to the parents? And what is the concept of wronging the parents? We have a misconception about that. The way we hear people now speak to their parents on the phone, the way you see the teenagers of this day, as if his dad is his son. This is beyond haram. This could wipe out your good deeds from scratch. Could leave you bankrupt 100%, because this is displeasing to Allah. Allah commanded us in the parents, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Ihsan is not just doing the job. Ihsan is excelling, achieving excellence in regards to your parents. One word you may say to your mom and dad that hurts their feelings, wallahi could wipe out all of our good deeds. One word. We take it lightly. The parents are after Allah's rights, and the Messenger ﷺ, the greatest right is the rights of the parents. You have to think 1,000,000 times before you say a word that may be displeasing to them. And if they're disputing amongst each other, you have to calculate 1,000,000 times before you take sides with one over the other, by wronging either the father or the mother. You have to know how to work your own situation out with your own parents, making sure that everyone is happy with you, provided that they're not telling you to disobey Allah, in which case you obey Allah while maintaining respect to them, while making them feel that you feel sorry that you had to disobey them, but the right of Allah is superior to theirs. There's an approach, there's a way of doing things. And I'm saying this for the youngsters whom Allah guides and their parents are not yet guided. So the children are better Islamically than their own parents, and then there's this conflict at home where the children may go beyond the acceptable in rejecting their parents' disbelief or their parents' commands, where it's unacceptable to Allah, even if what you're doing is for the sake of Allah. So there's a line which we cannot cross when it comes to respecting the parents. Dhulm in general, we've mentioned before, it could be double parking, ya akhwan. Wallahi, it could be double parking and blocking someone and ruining their day, or interrupting them from something that is necessary for them by your careless and negligence is dhulm to the people we will have to be responsible for on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Smokers who are always smoking around and harming all of the creation of Allah, plants and humans and animals. And they think this is not a big deal. Wallahi, this is a big deal. Everyone that you harm because of your smoke, you will have to give him back the right on Yawm al-Qiyamah. You listen to music, you want to listen so loud that you make the rest of the people hear. This is dhulm to the people. I'm saying things which we usually think now we have become accustomed to, like, big deal, that's not a big deal. No, that is a big deal. It's a very big deal. Because it deals with dhulm to the creation, and you cannot afford that on Yawm al-Qiyamah. So one shouldn't just feel satisfied, but the shaitan would want us to feel this way. Oh, you have many good deeds, don't worry. Your good deeds will outweigh the bad deeds. Yeah, this is provided that all the good deeds were accepted and there's no dhulm to the creation. But which one of us is like that? Allah al-Musta'an.
إنني أهوى الصلاة حيث لي فيها النجاة طاعة المولى تعالى إنها عطر الحياة إنني أهوى الصلاة حيث لي فيها النجاة طاعة